Ah, so eine T-Taste, okay. Ein Kloraum, das ist gut. Manche Leute nennen es auch Badezimmer, ich sag Kloraum. Alright. Ja. Anyways, ich brauche trotzdem einen... Wie heißt es? Schlüssel. Ich brauche einen Schlüssel. Münze.
Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial.
Hier war die Party. Mal gucken, wen ich alles looten kann. Irgendwer von denen müsste ja wahrscheinlich den Schlüssel haben, richtig? Sieht das so aus, als würden hier so ein paar Leute fehlen, von denen ich weggeschossen habe. Ratten? Fragezeichen? Diese Geräusche von den fliegenden Köpfen, das ist ein Traum. Hier wird noch gar nicht drin, ne? Ja, genau. Ein Walöltank. Okay. Mal merken für den Fall. Das ist keine zerbrechbare Holzwand. Okay. Die Lampe wirkt irgendwie sehr aggressiv. Noch ein Elixier, sehr gut. Sehr schön, sonst ist hier nichts außer einem zugemauerten Fenster, das ist ein Traum. Nochmal ein Stockwerk höher, hallo? Sehr groß und dafür ist es sehr wenig los. Ein Antilopenkopf. Eine Münze. Lazy Stride and the Dead Eels. Oh, Schande. Okay, ja. Cancer, Entschuldigung. Missing keynote. Cap! Looks like the headers broke in and took the key to the legal district. I'm going to go knock some heads, Pete. Da bin ich. Ich habe einen Header-Gänger, kann ich mich damit verkleiden? Was funkt mich denn so aggressiv an hier?
None of this would have gotten so bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't killed the Empress.
Save. Oh, it's offen. Cool. Ja, okay. Interessiert mich dann doch. Röchle. Lizzie Stride and the Dead Eels, except from a City Watch River Patrol report. William Cotter, captain of the merchant vessel the Windower, reports that on the 23rd day of the month of Nets, his vessel was waylaid by the Dead Eels, a gang of notorious criminals known for acts of river piracy, wanton destruction and smuggling. Prior to the blockade, the Windower was bound for Dunwall bearing medicinal supplies, food, and material goods from the city of Driscoll in northeast Bristol. The captain claims that at midnight he heard the aft bell sound the alarm. As the weather was foggy, the captain's first thought was that of an imminent collision, but when he exited his quarters, he found a grisly scene. Half his men already gutted on the boards, and the rest locked in a vicious struggle. Captain Cotter surmised that the Dead Eels had swum up to the boat and scaled the side of the ship with climbing hooks, but how they caught the ship or where they'd come from he couldn't fathom. Realizing he had no chance and knowing that the Dead Eels took no prisoners, Captain Cotter immediately hid in a hollow of a false-bottomed shipping crate. I asked the captain why a legitimate trader should need secret compartments, but he couldn't remember where he'd gotten it and assured me that it had been empty. Safely hidden from view while his crew was butchered, Cotter also witnessed the appearance of the Dead Eels' leader, a violent woman by the name of Lizzie Stride. He reports that her teeth were filed to sharp points and that she went about the deck of the ship barefoot. Cotter, clearly out of his mind with fear, even claims her feet were webbed. Adding to my suspicion, I'll note that Captain Cotter still had the stench of a brandy on his breath when the river patrol fished him out of the water. Lizzie Stride proceeded to question the first mate for several minutes before biting the man's tongue out of his mouth and tossing him into the river. Eventually the Dead Eels discovered the captain's stash of King Street brandy. Captain Cotter used this discovery and the ensuing celebration as an opportunity to slip overboard undetected. I'm recommending a detailed patrol of the area in case the Dead Eels left any clues. They sank the ship, but some useful wreckage might be recovered. Also, I recommend that William Cotter's status as captain and his trading license be stripped at once. Further, the man should be investigated for charges of smuggling along the Wrenhaven. Officer Manley Hodgkins, Wrenhaven Patrol. Lady Stride proceeded to question the first mate for several minutes before biting the man's tongue out of his own mouth, tossing him into the river. Also das hier hat ihm einen Kuss gegeben und dabei die Zunge abgebissen, weil das ist sexy savage. Not gonna lie. That counters responsibilities, except from a manual on his new City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict of curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interest officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Okay. Guck mal, es fühlt mich hier doch so richtig wütend an, oder was?
Let's just see what happens if I get another crack at this guy.
This. Bone Charm, 15 Meter. Da ist der Bone Charm. Sind das diese... Das sind die Dinger. Ich denke die ganze Zeit, hier liegt noch irgendwas. Ah. For rent, süß. Okay, irgendwer... Das sind die hier, alles klar. Irgendwer hat einen Schlüssel und ich habe keine Ahnung, wer oder wo. Trevor's Close, 63 Meter. Komme ich hier drüber? Ich komme jetzt zumindest drauf, das ist schon mal gut.
If I were you, I would strongly consider leaving while you still can.
Mhm. Ja, nice. Oh. Ah, hier bin ich jetzt, okay.
I'm here to meet a man named Dowd.
The great assassin? Oh, I'm really quaking my boots now. Left a proper stain in
Talia.
my britches. Tell me, who's that?
I told
Get
you!
him, boys! Somebody,
Oh.
give me a hand!
Wo kommt der denn her? Ich hab den eingesehen. Alright, very good. Talia, is it?
Look at you. The master assassin. So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only two things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
Delilah Copperspoon, okay. Alright. Legal District, here we go. Komm ich hier durch? Nein. Komm ich hier am Rand lang? Sind das keine normalen Bullets? Habe ich nicht gerade was geschossen? Oder habe ich dabei die Armbrust benutzt? Ich weiß gar nicht mehr genau. Ich sollte hier freie Bahn haben. Dann sprinte ich schnell zum Legal District, aber ich glaube, dann mache ich erstmal ein Päuschen. Und dann mal gucken. Genau, komme ich jetzt durch? Locked. Großartig, jetzt brauche ich also den Schlüssel. Den hat einer von den Hatters, ne? Okay. Ja, nice. Ich sehe noch einen Bone Charm.
Lockdown. Any unauthorized individuals are to be considered suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
Outsider Shrine, hallo? Travel to Medisia. From a Travel Chronicle by Anton Sokolov. The men are set out with our good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the vessel pirate ships spawned in the Serkonnen archipelago. Or the where, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who will visit the far continent as it's called. Sickness and fighting, poisoned by a school, or would I want to say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking on any they touch with toxic quills, two thrown overboard by gusting demon winds. The Crytivia navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Pandisia is greater than most would imagine. More I climbing the cliffs, and now with but a handful I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them. And now the captain is dead too, stung by something that resembles a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls on me to lead them. Ich glaube auch schon mal gelesen. The Outsider walks among us. Ja, was auch sonst. Choke dust. Hey man, how's it going? The Hatters. Except from the Hatters, well-dressed kings of Law Streets. The following is reconstructed from a discourse with a street person I encountered in a disreputable whiskey house with incognito. The Hatters used to run all the rockets around Dunwall. Whiskey, weapons, hound fights. Whatever the game, the Hatters had a big stake in it. Then the plague came and tore the whole damn city apart. All that chaos led to new bosses cropping up. Most were shitheels that didn't last a week. But there were some hard cases like Lizzie Stride, Jim Dundermore and Black Sally, and Slackjaw. Those Bottle Street boys took the whiskey distillery from the Hatters and started pumping out bootleg elixir that kicked off a gang war that made all the allies red with blood. Problem was the Hatters, were getting it from all sides. The dead eels were pinching all the river smuggling deals. The butchers were driving us out of the slaughterhouse row. We were bleeding from a dozen different cuts, losing some of our best guys, so we pulled back. Just for a while. As always, anyone who counts the Hatters out is 2 trumps short of a full deck of Nancy. The boss is a real devious son of a bitch, been around since before the Cauldrons. But I ain't talking about him. Hatters don't talk about the geezer, even ex-Hatters. Note, despite my lavish bribery, the man refused to speak further on the subject. In fact, it became obvious I had aroused his suspicion by that point, so I was forced to make my escape from the establishment. Scholar Joella Burgess, Academy of Natural Philosophy, Historical Annex. Meinetwegen. Kein Outsider-Dialog, ich habe jetzt drauf gegen Hinweis. Aber finde ich jetzt diesen verschissenen Schlüssel doch mal. Notes. Looks like the Hatters broke in and took the key to the legal district. I'm going to go knock some heads, Pete. Cap took the key. Also erst hatte einer von den Wachen den Schlüssel und dann haben die Hatters eingebrochen und haben den gestohlen. Und jetzt? Okay, ich jetzt den Schlüssel her. Da war ich schon unten, richtig? Da müsste die andere Seite gewesen sein. Ja, gut.
This area is under lockdown. Any unauthorized individuals are to be considered suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
Oh. Button. Ach, hier will ich jetzt. Ah! Hätte House Key? Okay, das wird wahrscheinlich die Tür gewesen sein, ne? Oh. Das klang jetzt gerade wie ein Counter-Sound. Wo kriege ich denn jetzt diesen Schlüssel her, sag mal? Ich meine, von irgendeinem von den Hatters, das ist klar, nur, mit denen ist nicht mehr viel. Wenn wir mit Talia sprechen, vielleicht hat die irgendeine Info. Oh. Nein! 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 Down, verarsch mich nicht! Ich habe das ja gerade nicht geschafft, da hochzuspringen. Ganz im Ernst. Kleines Bodyguard, oh. Wo kriege ich denn jetzt diesen Schlüssel her? Ich habe keinen Hinweis. Die Ansage ist Legal District und irgendwo ist die... Was haben wir hier? Wow, wie... Unfassbar unnötig. Wofür? Was ist hier drin? Wieso sichern die das so stark? Hier ist doch nichts. Hä? Hier habe ich mich den anderen reingekloppt, ja?
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin, is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a...
Talia ist auch nicht mehr da. Ich habe keine Info, ich habe keine Ahnung. Dann ganz kurz mal, bevor ich es vergesse. Bone Charms und Powers. Armor in greater amounts. Your max mana has been slightly increased. Max health increased. Job assassination. Someone gives you a bit of mana. More health. Zack, hier. Powers, ich glaube, ich habe 7 Runen. Summon Assassin. Summon a novice assassin to fight by your side. Bend time. Slows time for a short duration. Agility, Shadow Bloodthirsty, Vitality. Health is increased. Bloodthirsty will dann trigger brutal melee fatalities. Bitte gern. Sehr schön. Enemies who don't see you turn to ash if they die. Okay. Fair. Okay, ich kann beide. Hier, zack. Let's go. Summon Assassin. Bend time. Perfekt. Wie zum Geil kriege ich denn jetzt einen Schlüssel hierfür? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich weiß jetzt halt echt nicht, ob ich hier noch irgendwas übersehen habe oder weiß der Geier was. Ich glaube, ich mache das jetzt ganz einfach. Ich mache jetzt echt mein Päuschen und dann werde ich einmal schnell recherchieren, wo ich diesen Schlüssel herkriege, weil ich meine, die Info haben wir nur. Ich sehe jetzt nichts mehr. Ich habe die Jungs gelootet, die ich sehen kann. Ich habe die ich umgebracht habe. Ich habe irgendwo von denen den Schlüssel bekommen. Das muss ja eigentlich einer von den Hatters haben. Nur ich habe keine Ahnung wer oder wo. Also belasse ich erstmal dabei und ich gucke einfach beim nächsten Mal, ob ich da was herausfinde. Bis dahin.